Hi, welcome back everybody. I'm Amy Hanton, also known as the Cooking Mom, and in the kitchen with a lady that you guys probably remember from last season. Gita Bishop is in the house. Good morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great.
I'm very ecstatic about being here.
Well, it's really great to see you.
Yes.
Of course, she is the better half of Desmond Bishop, former Green Bay Packer, now with that other team, the Minnesota Vikings. And so, you know, that's what happens. We get to know you guys, we get to love you guys, and then you move around a lot, which has got to be a little bit tough.
It's a little tough, but you know, the wives stick together. We don't see team color. The women always stick together, and that's what's nice about it.
That's
so
very,
I'm
very
really
cool.
lucky to have the better halves on this show to, you know, stick by me.
And it's cool because she's seeing all of them when she's in town here. So
Yes.
you got a lot of people to see. And
I
a lot
got
of
2 days packed in.
Yeah, really, really, really great to see you. So we'll talk more about what you're up to and all that kind of good stuff later. But first, it's time to do some cooking. I love Thanksgiving. I can't believe it's like next week already.
I know.
It's
it seems like
crazy.
Christmas comes and goes so fast.
I know.
But it's my favorite time of the year.
I know. Thanksgiving and Christmas. My son is in college, so he'll be home for the holidays, which is really fun. I know. It's like.
Does he only come for the holidays?
Well, pretty much. I mean, when you're away at college.
Tell
you know
him
what I
you
mean?
need him to come more often.
You know, he's where he needs to be, and
Right.
you know what? That makes it extra special when we see him.
As long as he brings home the good grades.
Oh, he'll be bringing home laundry too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So sweet potato casserole.
Yes.
This is something I think a lot of us do a different variation of it during the holidays, but this is
Right.
your favorite. Donald Driver made this on the Better Half last year, and so Gita says she's got a recipe that's gonna, you know, knock him out of the tops there.
Right, actually last year Desmond and Donald were supposed to come together on the show and have a cook-off, but Desmond wasn't able to make it, so I guess this is my version of doing it.
I got
Okay.
it. So it's, you know, it starts out with the sweet potatoes,
Yes.
yams. We got the big old sweet potatoes,
Right.
3 or 4 of them. Now, we peeled them and got them going in some boiling water, but you say you do it even easier. How do you cook your
I
sweet
literally
potatoes?
just put it in the boiling water. Once, you know, boil 20, 30 minutes or whatever. I run them through the cold water and they just come right off.
The peel comes right off.
Comes
so
right off.
Even easier. You don't have to do the
so
whole
much
vegetable
easier.
peeler.
And last time I almost peeled my finger off. So I prefer to do it that way. It's just easier.
I hear you. You want to make sure that they're nice and tender, though.
Yes.
And those are some big old. Do you even dice them up when you do
I
it?
don't.
You just boil them
No.
whole. So if you boil them whole, they're going to take longer to cook.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure they're really, really soft.
Once in a while, I'll just poke like knife in it
Okay.
while it's boiling, so
Okay.
it gets a little bit of more, just
Cooks
some
quicker.
sogginess. Yeah, cooks
Okay.
quicker. So it's pretty easy. This is the easiest recipe.
I love it.
Anyone can do it.
And I also love the fact you can make this ahead of time, because I try and get as
Right.
much done as I can ahead of time. The more the better. A lot of my recipes, you know, 2 to 3 days before, because at the actual Thanksgiving dinner, a lot of stuff happens at the same time.
And
you know?
people and family and
it's crazy.
kids.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
You know, some of these side dishes, get her done a couple of
Right.
days before. So I'm going to drain the sweet potatoes. You're using, now I noticed right away, you're using walnuts. Donald and a lot of people do pecans on their sweet potatoes. Why is that?
Well, I just don't like pecans.
Okay.
So I use walnuts, and these are a little bigger, so don't make me mad, because I can just mash these up, just so that they're a little thinner.
Just crush them up a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I really enjoy walnuts. Sometimes Desmond will have me put it on half the plate, because he doesn't want too much.
Sure.
So I'll do half and half. So whatever you guys like.
And
I mean,
that's
you
a
can do
good
almonds.
tip. Yeah, you know, my kids, some of them, will, you know, like nuts, some of them don't. So
I mean, you can even
Yep.
do almonds
Yep.
or whatever you like. I
Yep.
know almonds are good for you. So we're going to do this. These 2 things go on the top.
So our sweet potatoes are nice and soft.
Yep.
Now, you actually just mash them up by hand, right?
So easy.
Doing that? Good?
Yeah.
Yep.
So easy, just mashing them.
Butter?
Butter. Go ahead and
Couple
put the
tablespoons
butter.
of butter in there.
Right.
Okay.
And it'll just melt right up. And then just go ahead and drop all the ingredients, just a little bit of that.
And
just a
what is
pinch.
this?
This is cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Yep.
Look at that.
Good. Yep.
Okay.
And then we're going to put a pinch on the top
Okay.
when we're done.
Brown sugar?
Yeah, brown sugar. And this kind of makes it, and honestly, if you're trying to be healthy, you don't even need the brown sugar. It's sweet enough. It's really good. Sweet potatoes are actually really good for you anyways. You get this little brown tint. You can just put it as taste. That's just how much brown sugar I put, but like I said, you don't need that much. And then a little bit of
Really
milk. You can use almond milk, soy milk, whatever you want. Just a little bit of that. And depends on how much sweet potato you have, really, depending on the milk. You don't want it to be like dripping.
Right,
You know,
right.
it's really like mashed potatoes. You kind of mash it up.
That
And you
looks
can leave it
perfect.
lumpy. You know, it looks perfectly fine.
Yep. And then look at how easy. We didn't even pull the mixer out.
So easy.
Okay, so into our casserole dish.
Into our
Again,
casserole dish.
This is, you can
And
do a couple
you
days
can spray
ahead.
it with this, but it's totally fine if you don't.
Okay. So
Yep.
at this point, you could get this baby in the fridge, done, out of the way, up to a few days ahead. And then
Yeah.
before baking, and this is something you say every Thanksgiving, you got to make this.
Right, it's so easy. It literally, you boil it, put those ingredients in, and they're kind of basic, minus the marshmallows. And again, if you want to try to be healthy, hold the marshmallows.
Oh gosh, no, we're not holding the marshmallows. So
You can, you
got
put
the
this
mini
on, yeah.
marshmallows down.
Yep, and I don't know, we could put it on the whole thing. I'm sure the girls
Half
like
nuts
walnuts.
or all nuts, whatever. Okay.
Give a gracious amount of marshmallow, especially for the kids. If
Yep.
there's kids.
A little more cinnamon.
Yep, just add it right on top, like a pinch of it.
Oh, that's going to make kind of.
It just looks really pretty as well.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to baking, about how long does this bake?
Couple minutes. You just want to get the marshmallow toasted and
Okay.
pretty looking. And I think I had it on there for like 375, you
Okay.
know, 5 to 10 minutes.
So you want to warm the sweet potatoes and then get the marshmallows toasted.
Yep.
And oh wow, wait till you smell
It's
it.
going to look good.
Oh, can hardly wait.
It looks pretty too, right?
Oh, I think so. Might want to double this recipe because I think this is going to be one of the first to
See
go.
how we just toasted up the marshmallows and it's so easy.
Yum. That is really, really
Yeah.
easy. Gita, what are we making next time?
We are making mushrooms. My own, we just created it. I hope you guys like it.
I think it's going to be delicious. It's
Yeah.
kind of a take on the whole cream spinach. but
Yes.
This has got
Creamed
creamed mushrooms
mushrooms,
with
yep.
arugula, Parmesan cheese. Just a fun, different Thanksgiving
Yes.
side dish. So, and we're going to talk some more, see what she's up to these days. Can't wait. So
Yeah.
stick around. The ladies of the better half will be back next. Stay with us.